Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson, a World Alternative Media here, and what a way to start off the new year. Just days after North Korea's Kim Jong Un announced that he keeps a nuclear button on his desk, whatever that is, the Chinese military has reportedly been rushed to the North Korean border in preparation for war. As we reported last year, 150,000 Chinese troops were put along the southern North Korean border in case of the US bombing the country and causing a refugee crisis. At least, that was the excuse. Now many North Korean propaganda sites are appearing to show the number of Chinese tanks grow significantly along the border near the Yalu and Tumen rivers. Quote-unquote sources also told the Daily NK that tanks are moving to the north. Now let's take the North Korean media with a grain of salt. They're not much better than CNN or any other mainstream media. And of course, fear keeps the populace subservient. But what we do know is that the US recently put on the biggest display of military might in the sea in decades in the Korean Peninsula. Japan is gathering power. Russian troops have been seen at the north border of North Korea. And with the Rocket Man talk from the US and the missile tests on this North Korea's 70th year in existence, this isn't going to calm down anytime soon. As a matter of fact, North Korea reportedly announced a massive test of its largest ICBM. Of course, this perfectly and nefariously ties into the militarist agenda by the US government and global governing bodies when it comes to the recent tensions with Iran, the potential of regime change, the Syrian conflict, the Russian tensions, and constant mainstream media attempts to cause an all-out war with the giant state. But there are certain issues we must remember. War benefits the monetary system, which is in inevitable dire straits right now. The risks that come with a North Korean war are incredibly volatile and include millions dead and a potential nuclear conflict. The notion of promoting war with North Korea is disgusting. It's none of our business. The North Koreans cannot reach the US with a missile. The US has the power to shut down a missile on takeoff. Believe it. In fact, as Ron Paul noted, if North Korea attacked as a global establishment wants you to believe, it would likely be a lot like the false flag that brought the US into the Vietnam War. As the military-industrial complex continues to attempt to ramp up a potential war with North Korea, it seems a lot like a lot of people are eating it up on the left and the right. In a way, it's eerily reminiscent of Vietnam, except there are a lot more international players involved. Usually a massive calamity happens in order to convince the public to support a full-scale war. So do you think it's possible that a Gulf of Tonkin type false flag could bring the United States into war with North Korea?
It's always possible, but sometimes if you're always looking for a repetition of something in the past, it doesn't always happen the same way. So who knows what will happen? But the big thing that conditions the people is the propaganda. And it started, what you were mentioning has really started already. Republicans and Democrats keep talking about it. Nobody in Washington could take a position and say, hey, just forget about this guy. Leave him alone. He can't bomb us. He can't come over. He doesn't have it. So you're just making things worse. But no, there could be. I thought of that, of course, when our Navy was over there, probably still there, huge Navy. And not so much that you would need UN to do something. Maybe somebody else would do it on our side, as a false flag and blame him. That's always possible, too, because people who are determined to get a war going for all kind of nefarious reasons are willing to do that. That's something I did not want to believe in over the years, but eventually I came around to believing that even our own government's capable of maneuvering us into a war.
North Korean soldiers on many occasions have been forced to eat grass out of starvation. Not exactly the recipe of a subservient military. The people of North Korea are slowly waking up due to Western propaganda spread throughout the country. Communism always fails, and we could see what we saw in Soviet Russia. It wasn't military might that brought down the USSR. It was monetary demise. If war erupts, we will see China, Russia, Iran, South Korea, Germany, the US, Britain, Canada, France, Japan, and several others involved. Who knows whose side everyone will be on? There's a power shift happening, and it would be perfect for the global establishment. A World War III scenario. Do not allow the fear-mongering propaganda to take hold of you. It's just another statist agenda to create a larger, more dangerous, more volatile control complex. Break free and think as an individual, not a giant coercive collective playing Simon Says. There is one silver lining to the story though, if you can call it that. Kim Jong Un did offer an olive branch to South Korea regarding the upcoming Olympics and his hope to send a delegation. If that's worthy of a sigh of relief, probably not. Stay tuned for more from Wham. Thanks for joining us. This is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change. Like what you see here at Wham? Don't forget to check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon. We can't do it without you. Any donation is very much appreciated, especially as we are so overwhelmingly demonetized and censored by YouTube as the Anti-Defamation League comes in and flags all of our content as hate speech. You can also find me at Josh Sigurdson at steemit.com. That's steemit.com, the future of social media, where you get paid in the upvote of your post via Steem, the cryptocurrency. You can also find our Bitcoin address in the description and the comments below, as well as on the screen for you to scan if you please. And don't forget to come on down to Anarchapulco in Acapulco, Mexico in February, one of the best events of the year, and you can save money on your tickets by typing in promo code WHAM. That's WAM. We'll leave the link below for you, and until next time, don't forget to subscribe. This is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.
Wow.